October, it's that time of year to tell scary stories, and I need to tell these stories. I have to get them out. So I've had a lot of really bad experiences. Some of the spirits that I've encountered were actually good. I don't mind having those spirits around. Thank you for not leaving any negative comments. This is a wholesome show, my channel, I should say. Try to keep it PG. Any negative comments I will unfortunately have to block if you're commenting to heckle me, that is. Even on my reviews, if you have something bad to say, don't say anything. I'd much rather have you not say anything than say something negative. I have zero tolerance for bullying, spammers, trolls. So let's just keep this positive. So this took place, this first experience took place back in 2000. I just recently moved into a new apartment, still unpacking things. It was getting late, and I started getting ready for bed. As I sat down on the bed, I felt the whole bed just vibrate. Now, I didn't feel anything ominous at that point of time, so I just went to sleep. Well, I woke up to the bed shaking again, and I just said, that's it. I sat up, turned the light on, and was told to leave. I said, I don't know who you are, what you are, but this is my place now. You have to leave. And I never experienced anything from that again. So, just want to share a reoccurring nightmare that I have. I have very vivid dreams. This nightmare, I have it a few times a year, but I dream that I'm sleeping, and when I wake up, it's dusk, and there's just barely enough light for me to see. And when I wake up, I feel this overwhelming sense of evil. And I run to a light switch, and the lights don't work. So I run outside just to get out of the place that I'm in. It's always an apartment. And the people outside are always the same people. I remember there's this one blonde woman, maybe a person to come out of my subconscious, because if people are in my dream that I haven't seen, I can't see their faces, but all these people I have seen, so their faces do show up. I don't know who they are. It just could be somebody that I just saw at some point of time, but it's always this blonde woman that's there, and I run over to her, and she's always pulling a wagon for some reason, but I talk to her and the dream ends. So that's another thing that plagues me. And this last story I'll tell, I was in another apartment. This was 2003 when I moved into this place. I moved in to this particular apartment to be close to my ex-wife and daughter. They lived in the same complex. She actually asked me to move there, and I lived right down the sidewalk from them, so my daughter Emily could come and visit me anytime, or I could go over there anytime and visit, and we would have family dinner together sometimes. But I always felt uncomfortable being in that apartment. For some reason, I just didn't like it. I always felt depressed. Well, I shouldn't say depressed, but oppressed when I was in there. I just felt so inferior. I didn't sleep well there. I would get maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And over a long period of time, that really wears on you psychologically and physically. And my daughter wouldn't, when she came over, she wouldn't play in the master bedroom, especially by the closet. She always said, "I don't like it in there, Dad." So she never went in there. And I just kept writing it off. I was thinking, okay, well, I'm still fighting depression. Getting better, but I was still fighting depression. But just that ominous feeling never went away. So one night, I wake up from something horrible. I don't know what it was. Well, I do know what it was now. But I woke up, felt like something was walking on my bed, just walking around my body. I had a California queen size bed, or California king, so this bed is huge to fit my 6'6" frame. This bed, what was interesting, I have to tell this, it was one of those shake-proof mattresses. Each coil is individually wrapped, so it's not on, so one person moves on the other side of the bed, you can't feel it. Can't feel them move around. Well, whatever was walking around me was walking right next to my body, so I felt it, the impressions in the mattress, and I can actually move my body. My body would sway back and forth with the movements. And suddenly I felt like somebody was sitting on me, and they're pushing my sheet up around my neck, and I heard, "I want to kill you, you son of a bitch." And I couldn't see through whatever this was. I had a porch light on that shined into my bedroom, and it completely blocked out that light. And the only thing I could do with it, I was so terrified I couldn't speak. Finally, I got the courage, or wherever it was I got it from. Only thing I could say was, "Help me, Jesus." And this thing went away. And never had problems with it since at that apartment. I actually moved out shortly after. I didn't want to take any chances of something like that hurting me. And moved into another apartment within that complex. I told them I needed a bigger place, and they let me switch over. But yeah, there's something really weird in that apartment. So there you go, guys. There's 2 stories in a nightmare, a reoccurring nightmare. Yeah, I don't know why my family is a magnet to the paranormal. My sister especially, every place she goes, she actually has really weird stuff happening. She took a picture one time. I wish I would have saved it in my phone. But when I got a new phone, I couldn't switch the picture over. She took a picture of this white mist flying in front of her, but it had a big red dot in the middle of it. Almost like a red egg yolk. That's what it reminded me of, like a raw egg broken open with a yolk in it. So she has a lot of paranormal stuff happening at her place. She can't afford to move and won't do anything about it. But yeah, just my whole life I've seen things. Like I say, I'm a ghost magnet. It's like they're trying to communicate with me. I don't know if I have any type of ability or what they sense in me, but something's got to be happening. I'm learning a lot from watching these paranormal shows and studying about it. I'm looking for answers. Why these things happen. You know, not all of it's bad. Honestly, not all of it's bad. I've learned to discern the good from the bad. I see spirits everywhere. Just recently, I was driving down the street, and I saw a spirit standing in the middle of the road waiting to cross. It was a spirit of a man. He was wearing a tan polo shirt, white shorts, white shoes, and socks, white socks. Looked like he was an elderly gentleman, because I live across the street from a retirement community called Sun City. And I knew it was a spirit. I just knew it instinctually, I should say, that he was a spirit. And when I passed by, I looked in the rear view mirror and he was gone. So yeah, those things are interesting. So I hope you enjoyed those stories. I will have some more up for you tomorrow. I don't want to tell all of my stories in one sitting. So thank you guys very much for tuning into my channel. Especially thank you to my new subscribers. You guys are great. You are also included in the drawing. I already have a lot of subscribers' names in this box. So when I get your name, I copy it off of not eBay, eBay on the brain, copy it off of YouTube, put it in this box, and this is where I'll be doing the drawing from. So everybody's eligible for the drawing. Your profile has to be public. It's the only way I'll know who you are, is when you subscribe. Your channel shows up and it has your channel name on it, not your given name, unless that's the name that you have on your channel. So I don't know any of your personal information. It's just your channel's information. Without that, I know, I just say it shows up as a new subscriber, but it doesn't show who, if you're not public. So everybody with I should say with a public profile is eligible. So I thank you guys once again. You guys are great. Stay safe out there. Be kind to everybody. And have a good night.